Hello, everybody. I am back. I'm back. I know there has been a very long time, but welcome to the Monique J channel. And I first want to start out asking you to please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you can be alerted the next time that I upload a video. And I'm sorry, I'm going to try to stop speaking. But and I promise, I am going to get better at doing videos. But I most definitely had to do an update or a review video on my release, revive, refuel, retreat. Going to put my little logo up here really quick, get it out my face. Let's see, we're going to make it a little smaller. So, the release, revive, refuel, retreat. You may say, what is that? Well, I've been to several retreats, women's retreats, women's conferences, women in business conferences, a bunch of different events, right? And if you peruse through my channel, you'll see I do a review on a conference that I went to almost 3 years ago. And so it only made sense that I did a review on the conference or the retreat that I actually hosted myself, along with my co-hosts, which were three of my good friends. And one is Keisha Hunter, the other is Kenyatta Butcher, and the third is Shantae Wooten. But I definitely wanted to come on and talk about the retreat. I know if you are like me and you are an entrepreneur and you are a woman and you love to be in the room with like-minded, like-spirited people, right? And on the entrepreneur journey, you are always looking to either definitely learn more, or definitely just get in spaces and places where you can thrive and you can release. So, of course, a lot of the retreats and conferences that I went to, it's kind of more so set up to, of course, learn more in business, to network, and to meet new and different women. And there are tons of those out, right? But I have not, outside of me attending the Secret Sauce to Success, I think, by Mael Organics owner, Monique Rodriguez, her Refresh retreat. I think probably it's the closest to what I had always been looking for. And it was ironic that prior to attending, I was woke up out of my sleep by God with the whole entire idea of this release, refuel, revive retreat. So ironically, what my heart was looking for and looking to create for other people, I had actually already signed up and had secured my spot at Mael Organics or Monique Rodriguez's retreat for that February. Well, I went to that, and I will have to do a separate video on that, but the experience was absolutely awesome. It was exactly what I had been looking for, what I was wanting, expecting. And what I was potentially wanting to do with the retreat that I was at that moment about to plan. The difference in what I was trying to do is not give too much business, right? If you are a woman and you're an entrepreneur, and if you happen to be a full-time entrepreneur, or even if you work at a job full-time and then you're also an entrepreneur, and your mother, your wife, you all these different things, that it takes a lot. It puts a lot on us, and we really rarely get an opportunity to really talk about for sure exactly what's going on inside of us. A lot of us try to be super strong. A lot of us, we got the strong black woman ideology, and we never know when it's safe to take the cape off, right? And so I wanted this retreat to be one of those type of experiences. So we started out with applications, right? You can't kind of get what you're looking for if you are not sure if the people that are going to attend are going to be in the same mindset, especially, and have the same energy or intention that you have. So we did an application, and with the application, let me see if it's loaded. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me make sure. Okay, it is. It's on here. And with the application, we did our best to, we asked particular questions. We perused the person's social media, things like that, to kind of see if they were going to fit in with what my ideology was for this retreat. Of course, before I even shared it on my social media, I had probably half of the spots already blocked because we wanted to keep it limited. So we only had 20 women. We only had 20 slots. We wanted to be able, I definitely wanted to be able to be intimate, to be able to experience everyone. I've went to conferences and things before, and the persons that are hosting it is kind of like over here, and the persons that are attending are over here. And for me, unity, we're all generally on the same level. If we're not on the same level financially, we all are still entrepreneurs and women working towards our goal. So I didn't want it to be like a big I, little you kind of thing. I wanted everyone to feel equal at this retreat. So that was one thing. I definitely wanted it to be a safe space. I wanted to do particular events where we were doing what the title said, which is release, refuel, and revive. So what we did, we had three events. The first was the release brunch. And at that brunch, it was a plated brunch. Let me see if I can. The picture from there. I tried to put a few pictures on. So this is me speaking during the release brunch. I have some other pictures and I'll show you. And of course, that's on the side over there. That's Kenyatta, my friend Kenyatta, who was one of the co-hosts as well. So at the release brunch, we did exactly that. We started out discussing, you know, um, introducing ourselves, the icebreaker. We definitely wanted to be able to introduce ourselves to one another. We wanted to explain, and tell where we were from and why we do what we do. A lot of times, we are doing things and we really don't know why. It's usually sometimes just because of the money. And I'm a firm believer in the things I'm a firm believer in the fact that we should do things that make us feel happy. We should do things that make us feel fulfilled. I get it. We all have to make money. But I truly believe that, you can find a way to make money doing the things that you love. Does it take commitment? Does it take discipline? Does it take focus? Does it take truly looking within and even determining what it is that you love? Yes, but it's still possible. So we did that. We started out there and everyone introduced themselves. And it was, of course, everybody had some excellent whys, why they were doing what they were doing. We had people from about 5 different cities. I know most definitely Chicago, Dallas, Kansas City, Missouri, New York, and Florida. So if that's not 5, but potentially I want to say that's everybody. We had, I think that's every state that people traveled in from, every city. So we did that, and then it was called the release because I wanted everyone to be able to release something, leave something in that room, get rid of it, something that they no longer want to deal with, something that's holding you down. It could be something, it could be someone, it could be a situation, it could be a job. It was a bunch of different things. So what I instructed everyone to do was to write 3 things down that they wanted to release, and they did them on each individual paper. We wrote those things down. They didn't share them with anybody. Only they knew what those things were, because I truly believe in accountability partners. But if you can't focus on whatever that is and that you want to get rid of or that you want to change independently, then regardless if you have an accountability partner or not, you're going to, when you're alone, not still focus on those things. So I wanted you to retain, I wanted all of us to retain whatever that was. And if we felt like sharing later, we could. But I definitely wanted us to release it. So my bonus daughter, we first of all, I'm sorry, this was the goal. So we wrote each thing down, and then after everybody was done, we were going to tear up and destroy those things, which means we were releasing them, right? So then my bonus daughter, Ice, thought, hey, why not let's tear it up and then drown them things, right? So we tore everything up. Each one we put in a cup, and then we drowned it with water, which means it's dead. It ain't coming back. If we release it, it's gone. I can tell. I looked around the room. I saw the look. Some women were already crying. Some people were crying. And it was a good cry because you know that you're in a safe place. You know that you are really ready to let go and release those things that you want to release. So it was really, really good. The food was good. We stayed at, I'm sorry, I didn't even put it up there, but let me put a picture. I'm gonna put a picture of everyone. We stayed at the beautiful Omni Riverfront. If you guys can see the picture. This is everybody. Let me get this off now. We stayed at the Omni Riverfront. There's a couple ladies missing in this photo. If you see this photo, this was actually our first day. Everybody arrived on Friday. And the t-shirts that you see was in their swag bags or swag boxes. We had cute little like Chinese food boxes where we put different little gifts and items in. But this is the first night that we got there. And the goal was, if you wanted to go down on Bourbon, since that was going to be our only day that we could do that, we all walked down on Bourbon. We had our videographer who was going to meet us there, and we went to a particular restaurant. I'm going to actually put that restaurant on blast because I am. But we went down to, you see the faces of the ladies. Everybody is smiling. Everybody is happy. To mind you, each and every person here literally got along. Some people came solo. So I assigned them roommates. The roommate assignment, I pray for discernment every day. I pray that God keeps my energy in the right place. Let me see if I can keeps my energy in the right place. So that I was led to connect those persons to the right person so that it could be a peaceful experience even when they went and retired for the evening. So these ladies, some of them knew each other, some of them didn't, but we all moved and functioned like sisters the entire time. And this was the first meeting. I mean, nobody was, which is a very important thing to me. I don't like going places where I feel like people are working hard to be better than other people. And what I mean by that is just that their energy is off, right? It's not about what they have. It's not about how much money they make or anything like that. It's just that their energy is off and they're kind of just not welcoming and not that friendly, unless they figure or feel like you have the same, I don't want to say goals, but you are focused on the same thing. So for me, of course, what they say, if you don't like the table, create your own. So since there were things that I didn't like about certain things, and I know that I'm not the only person walking around this world that feels like me and thinks like me, that was what was really important to me. It's just that everybody felt comfortable being themselves. They didn't have to feel like they had to put on airs. They didn't feel like they had to have particular, outside they need to wear their shirts that we gave them, but they didn't have to have just like we were focusing truly on inner work, I guess, if that makes sense. So, however, we trucked down to Bourbon Street. I just didn't skip back to the first night because I forgot about that. But we went on down to Bourbon Street. We walked. It was a great thing. Of course, everybody is looking at us because we all got it. At that time, I think maybe about 13 of us. All, chocolate and melanin was popping. We had my little bonus daughter. She probably the only little light person in there. Where's her little self at? Oh, she over there next to me. Right there. So yeah, but so people just kept asking us what we're doing. It was ironic because so many people could feel our vibe, right? Could feel our energy. It was like we were just meeting people, and they were just like speaking, and they knew we were speaking back, and they were just like, "Oh, I love it." We had, and I mean, I'm friendly, and I never meet a stranger anyway. But we had like people that just was like stopping and talking and saying, "Oh my goodness, I'm gonna follow you. This looks like you guys are just having such a good time. You all look like you all like each other. You know, y'all done been and stuff. And you see somebody standing on the corner with the stank face and all that. It was none of that, right? We all were. We wanted to eat and drink, but we all were good with each other. And that was just really what my goal was. Now, let's just quickly, we don't give them a lot of time, but I'm definitely gonna put them on blast because well, not them, but this particular person. I love this particular restaurant, right? It's called Le Bayou. It's on Bourbon Street. I've been going there for probably about 8 or 9 years now. I love the food. Usually everyone that works there is pleasant and kind and welcoming, just like the people of New Orleans are, period. I love New Orleans. It's one of my favorite cities. But this time they made a bad choice. Whoever owns this place made a bad choice and hired this guy. He's a white guy. Hired him to quote unquote be the manager. He was very rude. He didn't know how to talk to people. I think he called my camera guy because he said we couldn't film in the restaurant. Okay, you say that, we make that decision. But he's talking. He comes talking about he gonna call the police, yelling, then call my camera guy boy, which then really had me go off. But we supposed to be here, and I came for peace, right? So I did politely let him have it. But the security guard that was there, who was wonderful, right? She was actually there defending us, and she was there trying to keep the situation calm. She had the spirit of the most of the staff that I normally work with there, but this guy, this quote unquote manager, he needs to be managing in the basement of nothing because his people skills were horrible. He was very rude to me, racist, calling somebody a boy, and just really on a power trip. But we worked hard. We had the food. It was good. We worked hard I definitely worked hard to not let him steal my joy. He almost did. And, I was so angry with him. But of course, I'm hosting. And of course, everybody's, we want to have a good time. So we left. I promised that I would be reaching out to corporate or to whoever owns to let them know about our treatment. We spent too much money in there. I intentionally came there. We walked past several different restaurants that we could have went to on Bourbon Street, but we wanted to go to I wanted to go to Le Bayou because of all of my past experiences there. And I'm not gonna let his horrible acting but ruin it, and I would not go back, but because that, like I said, the security guard and all the other staff, they came outside afterwards. We did video, we was dancing, having a good time, and he was probably somewhere looking mad like a fun snatcher. But we kept going. We kept going, so that was good. She's at my little cousin right here in the front. I don't know if you guys can see her, but in the front with the black and white shoes on, if you guys can see. My little cousin, Arvelisha, she even got chased down the street with a snake. I wish her sister would send me the video so that I could add that on too. She'll probably kill us. But however, that first night was awesome. And then, like I said, we were at the brunch. Everyone drowned the things that they wanted to release. And we left there in happy tears. I would love for, once this video airs, or I think I'm live now, if any of the ladies who attended, I would love for them to definitely comment and talk about, or just say, hey, yes, we had a great time or whatever, just whatever you want to say. But I don't want to seem like because it was my retreat, I'm the one just saying how much of a good time to have. You peruse social media, you'll see, because we created a hashtag of triple R, which is RRR retreat 22. So you can search that on Instagram, Facebook, and you can see a lot of the other ladies post and pictures and videos and stuff like that. So definitely look and do that. So, and then of course the rest of the day, the middle of the day, I am a person who does not like to monopolize people's time the entire time that they come somewhere. I believe it's important, which is another reason I like to refresh retreat, because it was the same thing. It was important to have time in between where you didn't have to do anything. If you wanted to go shopping, you could. If you wanted to go to your room and go to sleep, you could. If you wanted to sit in the lobby and listen to music, you could. I just believe that you should have time to do what you want. That's why it's called a retreat. It's not supposed to be kind of, okay, all that, because then you're not relaxed, and that's defeating the purpose. So we did the midday, and we had a plan for the evening starting at 9:30 p.m. to do what I called the Refuel Pink PJ Rep Your Personality Slumber Jam. So at that, we had the room set up like let me see if I got any pictures from that. I think I just got a couple. So these are the beautiful ladies in their PJs. That's Rashida, Patricia, and Elise. We had, them just, and everyone had pink, and I said rep yourself because I don't like, of course we forced the color pink, but you could get all types of PJs that repped your personality. Like me, I had on some pant with a shorts, pajama shorts, with the cougar print because I'm a cougar, not just, and then of course the color pink because I love pink. Let's see if we got any more pictures. That's that one. I'll pull up some more before we end this video. But yes, we did that. Now I just got to tell y'all. So I just sat here and had the bright idea to get these, they're kind of like air beds, portable air cabin beds. They're like long. They kind of look like a banana. Saw them online and Amazon and all that. The concept looked awesome. So I'm like, yeah, we're going to get these. I'm going to get 20. We gave everybody a blanket to match. And we just going to be in our pajamas, warm, cozy, talking. Well, these things were air. First of all, they said air them up, running outside, catching air, which was crazy. Ain't nobody doing that. So I bought for the air mattresses to air them up. Well, we really still didn't know what the heck we was doing. Keisha and King out tried. They tried. They was over there working. They got them things going. I think they did 17 of them. It looked cute. We walked in. Let's see. I got to see if I can get this video. Y'all, I got to. Let's see. No, that's not it. I'm going to see. I don't think it's going to let me do a video. Y'all know I haven't totally practiced using my my stuff enough to be able. So we're not going to be able to see the video, but all I gotta say, y'all, the beds, that was funny. We're gonna have the videographer is getting a video together to do the entire weekend. But y'all seeing them, y'all, we got hips and butts and all this, and so you can see all us that wasn't itty bitty like this. We sitting in that thing, the things was rolling over, we falling out, we can't get up. When I say that was the funniest stuff ever. I can't wait to actually see the full video. Hopefully we got some footage of that because that was funny. So, of course, by the end of the night, half of the people, we was either on the floor or sitting in a chair because the beds, whatever. I ain't having no more bright ideas like that again unless somebody gonna come put them together for us. Like I said, Keisha and Kenyatta did a good job. But I don't know how them things work. Or maybe it's for people who 115 and less, because those are the only people who would. Oh no, not Andy. Well, we ain't using them no more. Long story short. So, but what our concept was there, of course, we wanted to we were continuing to release, and we were going to refuel each other by sharing, right? Sharing, uplifting, whatever we talked about. We put anonymous questions out there, anonymous situations out there, things that we wanted to express that we may not have felt safe expressing to our friends, to our coworkers, to our mates, things that women go through. So we did that. We did that thing. And I don't know about everybody else, but I know for me, some of those questions that were in that box were very, very, very needed. Some of the things that we addressed, I know for me expressing the things and responding, it really, really helped me. I came back feeling refueled just based on the fact that I addressed some things that I probably had never expressed. One question, and one thing I definitely want to share that was in our box, because I would love for those of you who watch this video to pose this question to yourself. Pose it to yourself, answer it honestly, and allow what happens next to happen organically. That could be crying, that could be screaming, that could be laughing, that could be whatever works, whatever your personality or your experience brings out. But the question was, are you okay? Y'all, as simple as those three words are, if you really think about what they're saying though, it can get real deep. And I know for me it did. So much so that I know I'm going to ask myself that question and address what comes out at least every 90 days. But that was that slumber jam was really, really a good time. We ended it. We were about a few hours. We ended in enough time because that was all on Saturday. Sunday, we were leaving and checking out because, of course, it was Memorial Day weekend. I did not want to monopolize everyone's holiday, but it was the best weekend to schedule for the cost and things like that. And mind you, the cost was not astronomical, guys. We had these 3 events, 2 plated meals, and then even the night meal, I got it catered, and we didn't spend. Nobody spent, as far as without except for travel there. Nobody spent over $600. Now you know, 2 nights at a great hotel, workshops, and meals for under $600. But y'all know that's my thing. You see my videos, I love to save that money. So I spend time making sure, not that it's cheap, but making sure that I can provide people with a great experience and a great environment without breaking the bank. That's just what's important to me. So we went to sleep. We got up. There were some people who were leaving early, so they weren't able to attend. But our farewell prayer breakfast, which was Revive, farewell prayer breakfast, and that was because we were leaving feeling revived. So everyone gave their takeaways from the weekend. Everyone just kind of, just talked about where they were in this moment, how their experience with the retreat. And most definitely, like I said, it was prayer breakfast. But just notice, we ain't started nothing, we didn't finish nothing without starting in prayer. That's important to me, about with soothing your spirit and your peace before you go into whatever is coming ahead of you. So it was most definitely, like I said, it was light in the room then, because a lot of people, well, not a lot, but about 3 or 4 people had already left to catch their flights. But it was a great time. I definitely want to commend and thank the staff at the Omni Riverfront in New Orleans. From outside, from the valet to every person that we encountered. That means the bellman, the front desk staff, the concierge, the restaurant staff, the bar staff, the housekeeping, the convention services. Each and every person that we encountered was very, very kind. The rooms were nice. The location was nice. It's right across the street from the Riverwalk, right across the street from the casino, right across. I mean, it's just in a great area, and the people there. I mean, I said I'm writing the Omni corporate to tell them about these people, because a lot of times we complain, but we don't compliment and commend people when we should, to allow them to understand. Because if like me, you can get some very, very bad customer service, you can get some very, very bad energy type of people. And so for us to be there with the concept of of release, refuel, revive, positivity, positive energy, and to get with a staff of people who basically cater to that as well. It was just an awesome experience for us. And I will be back to there. It was just great. Y'all, if you go to New Orleans, check Omni Riverfront first to see if they have rooms at a reasonable rate for you. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. It's just, they were dope. Wow, they were dope. I done already wrote about 3 or 4 reviews. So how do I feel now that, first of all, like I said, I woke up with the concept in February, early February, that's what I wanted to do. And we were able to sell out, get everything booked, situated, and have it by the weekend of May 27th. I feel revived. Of course, as with anything, the devil stayed busy. So there were some things that, tried to happen to throw a monkey wrench in our experience. But I'm grateful to all of the ladies that were there because their response, their reviews, their photos, everything let me know that despite what was going on in the background, my intention for doing this retreat was felt by each and every one of them. So that's what that's my takeaway. That's why I'm happy. I got a message from one of the attendees, and I'm gonna see if you can, if you can hear it on here. It made me cry because she didn't have to do that. And so I'm going to see. Nope, it's not on this phone. And I'm using my phone to record. So I'm sorry, guys. I'm not going to let you be able to hear it. But she just basically sent a message when she got home, just letting me know that she felt that I have a gift for connecting people. And connecting people with the same hearts and the same intentions and y'all know, if you, especially a woman and a Black woman, you know what it's like to get in a space in your spirit and your heart and your mind is not at ease. It's just not a good feeling, right? So when you get somewhere and you can truly just relax and say, and even with absolute strangers, say, I feel safe, I feel comfortable with these people. That's just like, because life is hard enough as it is for us out here. It's hard enough getting through our everyday. So when we get the opportunity to just be at peace, that feels so good. And I know that's what I was looking for. So I was hoping that I was able to give that to the ladies that were in attendance. So what happens next? We most definitely will be doing this at least once a year. So I am already in my mind planning out what next year's retreat will be like, where we will be going. I love to go out of the country. And when I relax, be able to be somewhere where I can hear the ocean and water. And I love New Orleans. And there ain't nothing like the food. But I am highly contemplating taking this thing over the ocean somewhere. But of course, I most definitely still want to make sure that it is economical. Now, we all bosses and everybody fine, and ain't nobody saying they can't afford and all that stuff. That's not it. That's nobody's thing. My thing is just to always give the most for the best price that I possibly can. Some people are into, everybody's into something different. Like me, this retreat is going to be more so what my personality is. Like, you don't know how many times I had people saying, oh, Mo, thank you so much for making this so easy in regards to wardrobe and in regards to what we needed to bring and all that. And it just makes sense. That's my personality. I like dressing up. I like being pretty. I don't like being forced to have to. I don't like it's seeming as though if I'm in my jeans and tennis shoes, I'm not as cute or sexy as I would be in heels. I believe I'm the same person regardless. So I like to be comfortable. And for me, comfort ain't in no 6-inch heels all the time. And cinch, waist snap, just all that. That ain't comfortable for me. So I did not want to put together a retreat where people felt like that's what they had to be doing. No, we relaxing. You relaxing. I mean, but there are some people. I mean, they're like more glamorous or whatever, and they did what represented them. I just didn't want that pressure of feeling like you had to. So it was come as you are, except for our brunch. Of course, we had it was business casual, and then the slumber jam. You had to wear pajamas. But when we walked, when we did all the different things, shoot, we was comfortable. Let me see if I got any more pictures for y'all. That's that. I think we did that. Oh, this was the end of the night. If I showed y'all, this was at the end of the night after we came from walking on Bourbon. Y'all, oops, I didn't make this one. I gotta tell y'all. So we're sitting here, we taking our picture, right, y'all? And right here, I don't know if y'all can see. So on the left, because I don't know if you can see this, my hand doing this on screen, but on the left, one of our brothers and one of our sisters who happens to be living on the streets in New Orleans, she pops up, right? And we all posed up thinking we about to be cute, and she just pops in and say, "Hey, then y'all got some money or got something." She was asking for money, and it was just the way that she did it, as if she didn't know we was all positioned and ready to take a picture. And they were like, hey, wait to get, step away for a second. And then she got so mad because we said step away for a second. She threw out the F-bomb at us, told us, F us or whatever. So, but of course she's not in her right. She's not in her right mind. And nobody, held her responsible for what she said or even took it serious. It was just kind of funny that she just kind of popped up. We was out, ready then. She just slides in there. And so it was funny. And of course, I'm like, now she didn't went off on us. So she don't know. She got the lady who want to give everything away to those who are living on the streets. And she just gave us the F-bomb, told us all this stuff, and walked on off. But like I said, definitely we know to pray for her and pray for her safety and mindset as she is, living on the streets in New Orleans. But so other than that, we most definitely will be doing this again. So I say definitely follow me on all of my social media, which is clearly on here. It's just at MoniqueJeCeo. Let's see. It should be on the screen. Yeah, what you see here is just an @ sign on all of my social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and hold on. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and then of course my YouTube. We will be going. I don't know where we're going to be going, but understand it will be a limited number. This year we did 20. We actually even had a waiting list going up to the date. We had actually went over to 20. Unfortunately, one of our ladies, a couple of them had health issues that just prevented them from coming, which we missed them. We definitely did, and I hope that they're going to be able to join us next year. But so we'll see. We'll see where. But I'll definitely put it out there. We are probably only going to go up in number to maximum of 30 people. So I'll let you know when it gets out there. When it gets full, it's full. And when deposits are made, that's locked. There's going to, of course, be non-refundable portions because, of course, there's going to be some people who probably will be coming solo. That is important to me. I don't know about y'all, but I know it's been many years where I would plan girls trips or plan to go somewhere with one of my friends or some bunch of friends, and then as you get closer, they all drop out and for whatever reason, and then now you're like, oh man, I can't go, or you don't want to go because going, you were relying on them to go. Well, I don't like that. I don't like it's being set up like that. Which is another reason I love the Refresh Retreat, because it wasn't like that. You could do solo, and they would, get you a roommate if you didn't have one, which is what gave me the idea of doing the same, and it worked out really, really well. So don't worry about that. Believe you me, if I happen to know you, I will for sure pair you with somebody that I know will fit your personality. And if I don't know you, I will definitely be going through all of your social media and looking at your stuff and looking at your videos and reading your posts, to kind of get the vibe of who you would be best suitable with. Everybody doesn't get approved. Everybody didn't get approved this year. If it don't fit, it ain't it. And I ain't doing it. I can't control everything, but I will do my best to make sure that everybody has a good time and that everybody leaves feeling revived. All right. So thanks again. I will do my best to do another video. The problem is, yeah, I don't like, and I look at some people's YouTube and they seem like they get all made up every day. And I just can't do that. And I mean, I'm not made up now. What I do have, which I'm going to get close in here, man, is the Lay Beauty. You see Lay Beauty on there. We are working on getting the lashes added to the site, but I have on my Lay Beauty lashes. These are the Gloria collection. So they will be added to the site. Today, I'm hoping the cost per pair is right now, because they're just launching, they're on sale for $11.99 each, or $20 for 2 pair. So that's $11.99 each or $20 for 2 pair. Do I have any? Just visit the site Lay Beauty, LayBeauty.com. And you could get you a pair of this thing. So I put these lashes on, then do the little eyeliner. Got my braids freshly done. Shout out to Foreign Crown Braids in Dallas. If you see, when I have braids, 99% of the time, that is where they're done at. The ladies do an excellent job. Pricing is very, very reasonable. And I think that's about it. So you see all my businesses in here in the description box. All of the different, my businesses are there, linked to my book. I'm still definitely got my book out there, Power, Passion, Purpose, and Prayer. I did release my app in the Apple App Store, which is titled Ask Mo. Mo Knows. That's Ask M-O. M-O Knows. Download it. It's free. It's still free. And I'm not sure how long it will be free. What is it doing? What is it providing? It is considered a solutions app, and it provides answers to a lot of important yet simple questions that making a mistake or not knowing the answer can turn into a bigger problem. So I provide information. There's information there in all areas that I am strong in, which is definitely going to be finance, which is going to be taxes, which is going to be college financial aid, travel, what else? Just every area that I have an expertise in. There are areas in there where there are particular questions already there, but the answers are already there. If you have a short question and the answer isn't already there, you can comment and ask that question there. Your answer should be given within 24 to 48 hours. If your answer is something that's more detailed, then you will be sent the link to schedule a short 15-minute consultation. So all that's going to be in the descriptions below. Again, thank you guys for your time, and I will be back soon. And again, thank you to every lady that attended the Release, Refuel, Revive Retreat. And special thanks to my co-hosts, Keisha, Shantae, and Kenyatta, and every lady that was there, and every woman that watches this. I ask that you continue to check on yourself and ask yourself, are you okay? I ask that you work hard daily to be positive and to surround yourself with people and in places that can support your positivity. I ask that you take a break when you need to. I ask that you say no when you have to. We cannot keep moving and functioning as if we can do everything, as if we can fix everything. And yes, that's coming from me. I'm working because of course my job is a problem solver and a solution giver. But just definitely do that for yourselves. It causes a lot less stress, and we know stress leads to physical issues and health issues. So I want y'all here a long time. And I want to be here a long time. So I'm going to practice what I preach. And until the next time, please, please, please remain at peace and not at pieces. This has been your girl, Monique J. Have a great rest of the day.